Hi everybody, it's my last day of my social media takeover, and today I'm going to do a world tour. Too ambitious. I'm going to show you 7 wonders of the world, not necessarily the 7 wonders of the world, but I'm going to show you 7 places that are absolutely amazing and you can visit them without ever leaving your computer. We're going to start with somewhere you might recognize. Let's have a look at this. Flying right straight in. There we go, straight off. You recognise that place? I've found our school. Here it is. Quite empty, as it is at the moment. We'll have a little spin around. See the playground, main building. And if I spin around a bit more, you can see my classroom over here. And we've got the car park and the playground and the running track, the hockey pitch, and jungle gym. Year 2 up there, year 1 down here, and everyone else in here. Brilliant. But so far, so I've been there, so what? So let's have a look at somewhere a bit more interesting. Let's fly, first of all, right across the UK. Still staying in this country, but we're going to go to Stonehenge. If you've never been, it's a really fascinating place. It's in Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, and it's a huge man-made circle of standing stones built by our ancestors hundreds of years ago. If not hundreds, thousands of years ago. It was first built 5,000 years ago, and it took over 1,000 years to build it. Can you imagine it taking that long to build anything nowadays? It's made of these stones that they think, and they're pretty sure, came all the way from Wales. Now, that is miles away, and I'll show you in a minute how far it was away. But imagine how they could, 5,000 years ago, take the stones from zoom, 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 all the way over here in Wales and take them all the way around the Bristol Channel here, down to Stonehenge, using nothing but ropes and logs to roll them on. They didn't even have carts. Absolutely amazing. But people didn't always know that that's what happened. In the 12th century, people believed that giants put it there. And a long time ago, people used to believe that it was Merlin that had built Stonehenge, which is an interesting theory, if not necessarily right. Okay, we're going to fly off next to my presentation. Stop. Hold on 1 second. On a minute. Right, we're going to fly next. We're going to go all the way across Europe and then into Africa. And we're going to have a quick look at the Great Pyramid of Giza because it was built around the same time. In fact, Stonehenge is slightly older than the Great Pyramids of Giza, and even though the pyramids are one of the only remaining 7 wonders of the world, it's pyramid. I've got a little list of facts here I was just looking at. The pyramid, it was the tallest building in the world for 1,000 years until people built Lincolnshire Cathedral. That's an interesting fact about nobody knew. And the other 7 wonders of the ancient world, some of them people think they didn't even ever exist, like the Colossus of Rhodes and the statue of Zeus in Olympus and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And some they think did exist but don't exist anymore, like the lighthouse at Alexandria. But all these places, they're all gone. This pyramid is still there. And whenever you see photos of the pyramid, it's always in the middle of nowhere. What I bet you didn't realise it's right next to a busy city. I'm going to fly on to my next place on my world tour because this is meant to be a really quick tour. Going to try and do it in under 10 minutes, and I've only been to 3 places and I've done 5 minutes already. This place is in Peru, in South America. It's not the greatest of pictures on Google Earth. What you can do on Google Earth is click on this button here, and it will take you to a page that's got lots of pictures. Look. And so Machu Picchu is a city in the sky. It's an ancient city, and can't find how old it is here, but it's on top of a mountain. In fact, the name Miku Picchu means old mountain. Machu Picchu said it wrong. Um, and it's the last surviving Incan city because the Spanish, when they invaded hundreds of years ago, destroyed all of the Incan cities, but they didn't find this one because it was hidden in the mountains. So they couldn't destroy it, and so it's still standing hundreds and thousands of years later in the clouds, and it's a great place for people to go and visit. And you can visit it right here on your computer. One thing that's amazing about this city, they've got all these walls and things, no cement. Every single one of those stones is cut exactly to stack with the stone next to it. I think it's quite amazing because I love stones. Carry on with our world tour because I'm coming up on 7 minutes and I'm only halfway through. Right, where are we flying to next? Flying back to London, actually. We've got Tower of London, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is just down the road. But it might as well be in South America at the moment for all the places we can visit. Here it is. Zoom in a little bit. So the Tower of London was built as a royal palace and a defence system. And did you know that there are 23,000 jewels stored, looked after in the vaults at the Tower of London? And it has got a bit of a dodgy past. 22 people were executed at the Tower of London, and it was once a zoo. It was a zoo for 600 years, and it's where the royal family kept their exotic animals. I've got a list here: polar bears, lions, kangaroos, ostriches, and even an elephant. In fact, when they closed it as a zoo, that's when all the animals moved to Regent's Park, and that's where London Zoo started. There's an interesting one. Moving on, we're going to Timbuktu next. I chose Timbuktu to put on this tour because it's so unlike anything you might have been to before. It's a city on the edge, quite far into the Sahara Desert in Mali, and it's an ancient city. It's been around for many years. I've closed that. It's been around for many years. In fact, it used to be an incredibly important place for people to go and study Islam. And there's three ancient mosques there. It was also an important place for people who were trading around Africa for them to stop and get some water and food before they carried on trekking across the desert. It was a very important place for traders. And last but not least, not last, next to last, I have brought us here to what I think is one of the modern wonders of the world. This is New York, Manhattan Island, and the number of skyscrapers that are on this one little island, quite incredible. And it always makes me realise how lucky we are in London to have as much green space as we have. Because look, it's just all building, and then they've got one big park over here. But it really is quite an amazing city. especially when you're looking on Google Earth and you can see all the towers separately. Amazing. They're all man-made places. They're incredible places around the world. But the last place is what I think is one of the most impressive things you could ever see. I'm going to click on it here. It's going to zoom us out a little bit because it's massive. In fact, the thing I'm about to show you is about the size of Europe. And there it is. This bit here, big area, through Brazil and Bolivia and Peru and Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, Amazon rainforest. Incredible area. Look, it's the size of Europe. Here's Europe. Not zoomed in, I've not zoomed out. It's the same size. All trees. And without it, we would not be around. So I've hoped you've liked my quick world whistle-top tour. It took me just over 11 minutes and I wanted to keep it under 10. But I think the world's an amazing place, and there are plenty of other amazing things you can discover on this tiny little blue marble that's Earth. So why don't you have a look on the internet? All you have to do is type Earth into Google and it can come up. Enjoy exploring and see you soon. Bye.